see, particularly in Maharashtra, that people, I think, though we talk of the great tradition of great Marathi has a great tradition, but we do not. So I would say that if you want to learn a language, first let us learn our mother tongue first properly. Read Marathi, love your language. This is such a rich language. Each language of India, 22 languages are so rich. So something, and I think they are spoken by more people than Germans and French and more people like that. I think we have to develop a great love for our languages. Second thing I would say that kind of thing, as we move, so I decided that we must speak in English, we must read English, we must not just read only related to our thing, our own subjects, but anything which is important, which you like about a subject, about a author, you must read, including Shakespeare. You must see what those creations are there. So that is one thing I read. Regarding later on, I went to engineering. I was very young. There was no age limit at that time for young entries, so I could enter at a very young age. And at that time, there was to be the China war happened, and our course was really compressed to 3 years, from 4 years to 3 years. So really, at that time, so it was a VRC, but I would only recall the thing that was very tough. Of course, engineering was very tough. Only very few percentage people used to pass, 5%, 7% clear, and 3 years only. It was tough. So it was a tough life at that time. A lot of ragging, a lot of things which was there. And I remember how we were drawn into the ragging processes, almost like it was so bad. I think the medical colleges and all that, which continues to be like that. But now there is a lot of bans on that. But we experienced all that. That was a real exposure to that kind of life. I would say from the engineering perspective was that I saw there was no electronics. Even then, in the engineering college, the American schools, universities, the discipline was under electrical engineering, electronics, computers. Even today, you see electrical engineering discipline, electronics happens to be, computer science happens to be. Many universities retain that electrical engineering. So we are studying electrical engineering. But there was a subject like electronics. And I remember our first teacher brought, I said, we have brought an amazing thing. I'm going to show it today to you in the second year in the electronics laboratory. And he brought 2 transistors or few pieces of transistors in a beaker so that nobody can touch them, like that. So we're not allowed to touch a diode or a triode amplifier circuit. You made a rectifier using transistors, and how do you make that? And he said, now this is how we'll see the textbook, but there are no transistors. There are not even resistors and capacitors really in the electronics lab. That was being just built. But it was a great thing. Never I realized that one day will come in my own life, and I'm seeing transistors 64 when we invested in 46, invented in 46, I will see in 64 that first transistor looks like, and that was to be, it changed the whole, I think the whole field of electronics. And of course people talk about human evolution itself. It gave a totally new turn. So we of course wrote about our vacuum tube circuits, and we did that. I was also at that time was very fascinated to create first transistor radio. And I would say that this was one of my most joyous moments in the second year, when somehow me and my brother somehow happened to get all the circuits components together, and first a simple radio we made of the transistor radio. We got a transistor also from Mumbai and Bombay at that time, and made a first. And when we started, I struggled for 6 months. We didn't know how to solder. Nobody taught us how to solder. But somehow it was when I was created that circuit, and it started working. It not worked for a long time, struggle with it. Nobody was there to teach. Our teachers themselves didn't know how to make the some kind of thing. We were not working with practical thing. Today also the same thing continues in engineering colleges. We are not exposed to sometimes actually doing things ourselves. So that, but it was such a joy. And when Vivid Bharati, that was the only station, we started playing, and that Vivid was some of that beautiful thing, and Binaka Gitmala, which will come, and it was a joy. Of course, it was the transistors were very few in the homes, were also not available, and people will come flock together on a radio in the village, then listen to the news and wars and other things which will came. But I was just trying to the takeaway is, when you create something, even today, when you create something now, whether it's an embedded system or a chip design, suppose if you get fabricated something, or whatever you are doing, a software program, The first program when it starts working, C program, this one, a Java program, this one, it's a great joy. Biology, of course, there are many things which you are seeing first time, which you are not seeing, just to see cell, like how it looks like. So this is a fascination. So don't discover, I think that is the thing, and you celebrate that. You must enjoy whatever you really create the first things, because that day you will remember that. And that is the foundation. Why it did not work, why that circuit, or what I was trying, how I failed, and a lot of things you learn from your trials and errors. I think engineering discipline is through trials and errors and all those kind of things. You build that. So I remember that thing. In 65, I completed my engineering from that VRC, now VNIT. Both of us are from the thing. Professor Asnari has also taught in that college. So I came out. Then I was really tired. There was a 3-year compressed studies, and I didn't want to study further in that sense. Though I wanted to study, but it was very tough. Engineering was a very tough discipline. Continues to be a really tough discipline in that sense if you really study well. And then I wanted to go for post. It is at that time really I went to college. There was a new college we started in Amravati, and all of us somehow had thought we were very young first time, and we started. Today I think I just realized that this year I think I am the chairman of that governing council of the College of Engineering Amravati, and it's a great thing. In the same school, you come and then you come and start defining the autonomous policies and other things. So that was my first experience of teaching. We didn't know how to teach. I must agree that we were so young, and people used to make fun because it was very difficult to distinguish between a student and a teacher, because they used to, and we were young, and we were struggling, we were reading something, and we were trying to teach first time just at B, and we had to teach at the second year and third year level. It was tough. Professor Keshav Asnari was a better teacher than me, but I wanted to go for higher studies, and then I was trying. First time I came to know that there was an IIT like thing, something like that at that time. I had come to know, but what is the IIT test? How do we compete? JEE was there, but we didn't know how to get admissions to IITs. We never imagined that we can get admissions to IITs. And then I applied for MTech for IIT Bombay, IIT Mumbai, and other things. And I went for the interview, and of course, I passed out, and I was to go for MTech. At that time, my father, who studied at Baroda, I think advised me. I never listened to my father. That is the only advice I listened to my father at that time, that you have done engineering, but you should get exposed to something new. And Baroda is such a beautiful place, MS University, Baroda, that you will get exposed to many new things, many different things than engineering. And he is, of course, fascination for Baroda and Maharaja Sayaji Rao, particularly when he studied at that time, the reforms which were done at that time. So I somehow listened to him. I went to Baroda, and people called me a fool, that living in IIT and getting admission for ME into Baroda. But I must say that was a turning point in my life. This was a turning point. For the first time, around that time, realized that there were hostels, because engineering is a very regimented and very disciplined study. I saw at that time the MS University was a very, very open university. There were many boys and girls, and of course many disciplines. Which I think we used to stay in the same hostel, where if one student is from the arts, somebody is from philosophy, somebody is from music, somebody from different faculties. And this was the interaction which would take place, which engineering people, most of us miss out, that there are other branches of learning. There are other branches which are equally interesting, where just because engineers are required, that something, in UK, the